The search continues for a missing Cordes Lakes man who was swept away by floodwater. The 70-year-old man was last seen attempting to cross a road that runs across Big Buck Creek.
Yeah, and rescuers almost got there in time to save him, but unfortunately they did not. 12 News journalist Gabriela Becerra live in Cordes Lakes with the latest on this search. And it sounds like it was a matter of almost seconds for this man getting snatched out of there, and instead he swept downstream.
That's right, Troy, and officials say that's all it takes is seconds for these floodwaters to carry someone away. It's now been more than 24 hours that man has been missing, and crews are still searching tonight, looking for anything that might point to where he is. But behind me, this is that area where he first got stalled in his car. That floodwater prevented the man from crossing the road there. A Good Samaritan heard the man's calls for help, and he stepped in to try and save him, but the surge was rising too quick and almost carried him away too.
I felt like, I was like the end right there because, with these flash floods and with how strong the current was, I just felt like I was just going to keep going along the river if I didn't grab that guy's hand.
And that Good Samaritan is Edward Sapien. He was able to grab an officer's hand and was pulled to safety. I want to show you video from a 12 News weather watcher showing the initial water rescue. In that video, we can see a helicopter and emergency vehicle surrounding the creek as rescuers attempted to reach the driver. According to the Yavapai County Sheriff's Office, Sapien jumped into the water and tried to save the driver. And when search and rescue teams arrived, the pair were holding on to the trunk of the car, and the surge was moving very quickly. Sapien said he was hit by debris and that knocked him underwater, but they were eventually able to reach him and pull him to safety, but they were unable to rescue the driver before the car was swept further down the creek. Search teams discovered the car a little later on, about 2 miles away, but the driver was not inside. Officials were able to identify the driver by his car registration, and family confirmed the man had left home that day around 3 o'clock and didn't make it to his destination. Teams consisting of people on the ground, canines and drones in the air searched overnight, but the sheriff's office says weather has been a challenge for their efforts.
Can't put air assets in the air right now because of the ceiling and the visibility, but we have drones, and as long as we can work on search efforts, we will continue. But when the sun starts going down and it becomes dangerous, the searchers are going to go home to their families.
Right now, that search is focused near where the car was found. About 3 miles past it is where they'll be searching this evening. Officials are also asking community members to avoid searching the area due to dangerous conditions. They don't want to have a situation where more lives are put at risk. And so they're also asking people, particularly in cars especially, to avoid driving down roads like this one. Don't ever try to cross roads that could be flooded because they say it just takes a small amount of water to carry cars and to carry people away. And so they're really asking people to just turn around and stay home if you can tonight. Live in Cordes Lakes, Gabriela Becerra, 12 News.
Yeah, just so awful. All right, so Gabby, the sun starts to go down before 6 o'clock. So right now they're still searching, and then pretty soon they're going to wrap it up within the hour, right?
Well, it's a little unclear. They were expecting some bad weather to come in, and so officials were watching that pretty closely. They also said that they were going to see how it looked when the sun went down. So we're in touch with the sheriff's office, and they said they will update us with the status of their search. As of right now, the last time we checked with them, they are still on the ground searching.
Okay.
All right, Gabby, thank you. Yeah.